Meet one of the strangest little birds on Earth, a creature of unique features and habits. Its eyes are placed so high on its head, allowing it to see almost behind itself. With a body shaped like a feathered potato, it defies typical avian proportions. Its long nose acts like a living underground sensor, probing the soil for food. At first glance, this unusual bird doesn't even look real in its natural habitat. But the mystery deepens when this peculiar creature begins to move across the ground. It performs an odd, rhythmic wobble, a famous rocking walk that captivates onlookers. It almost looks as if the bird has completely forgotten how legs are supposed to work. This bizarre dance serves a crucial purpose in the bird's daily struggle for survival. As spring quietly arrives in the northern woods, a new chapter of life begins. Beneath young trees and tangled ferns, the forest floor comes alive with subtle activity. Mother Woodcock searches carefully through the damp leaf litter, looking for a safe nesting site. She does not build a grand, towering nest high up in the forest branches. There is no woven basket or elaborate structure to protect her future offspring. Instead, she chooses a simple, shallow hollow directly on the cold forest floor. It is a modest home, perfectly hidden and quiet among the fallen autumn leaves. In a forest filled with hungry predators, the safest place is often the most invisible. Instead, she chooses a simple, shallow hollow directly on the cold forest floor. Their camouflaged colors blend seamlessly with the surrounding dead leaves and dark soil. Even from just a few feet away, the nest completely disappears from view. For the next few weeks, the dedicated mother will rarely leave her precious eggs. Cold spring rain begins to fall steadily through the dense canopy of trees. Strong winds rattle the bare branches directly over her vulnerable nesting spot. Some nights, the temperature dips dangerously below freezing in the dark forest. Yet, she remains steadfast, keeping her eggs warm against the harsh elements. In these northern woods, precise timing is absolutely everything for survival. If the tiny chicks hatch too early, the freezing cold may easily kill them. But if they hatch too late, finding enough food becomes much more difficult. Somewhere nearby in the shadows, a potential threat looms in the quiet night. An owl calls softly into the darkness, searching the forest floor for movement. The nesting mother freezes completely, relying on her perfect camouflage to survive. In the wild forest, any sudden movement instantly attracts unwanted and dangerous attention. Remaining absolutely still is often the ultimate key to saving a life. Then, on one quiet, misty morning, the first egg begins to crack open. A tiny, wet movement occurs inside the shell, accompanied by a faint peep. Finally, a wet chick, no bigger than a golf ball, pushes into the world. It is shaky, vulnerable, and completely dependent on its mother's warmth. One by one, the other eggs hatch, bringing new life to the forest floor. For a brief, peaceful moment, the ancient forest feels remarkably gentle and safe. But danger is always lurking nearby, waiting for any sign of weakness. A hungry red fox may pass through this territory at any given hour. Silent snakes slide stealthily beneath the damp leaves, searching for an easy meal. Even a sudden, heavy downpour can prove fatal for chicks of this size. A hungry red fox may pass through this territory at any given hour. So, the protective mother gathers them close beneath her warm, thick feathers. In the cold, damp forest, warmth is the ultimate key to their survival. Unlike many other forest birds, these chicks will not remain helpless for long. Within just a few hours of hatching, they are already taking their first steps. Their tiny feet step carefully across a vast world that feels absolutely enormous. The forest floor may look quiet, but underneath, a busy world is constantly moving. Countless beetles tunnel tirelessly through the rich, damp soil beneath the leaves. Slow millipedes work to recycle the fallen leaves, enriching the forest earth. Tiny, industrious insects clean the forest floor, one small bite at a time. And deep below it all, earthworms move silently through the cool darkness. To most forest animals, these hidden worms are completely invisible and unreachable. But to the woodcock, they are a rich treasure buried just beneath the surface. The young chicks watch their mother's every movement with intense curiosity and focus. With every few steps she takes, she pauses and tilts her head. Then, she drives her long, slender bill deep into the soft, damp soil. Suddenly, she pulls out a wriggling worm, like a master performing a magic trick. Earthworms are nature's underground gardeners, vital to the health of the forest. As they tunnel through the dirt, they help air and water reach plant roots. A healthy forest depends on them, and the woodcock family depends on them too. The eager chicks try their best to copy their mother's expert foraging techniques. At first, their clumsy attempts mostly end in humorous and harmless failure. One chick pokes a dry stick, while another grabs a fallen leaf. One ambitious little bird manages to trip over absolutely nothing at all. But slowly, through patience and practice, the young chicks begin to learn. At first glance, the woodcock's long bill looks completely oversized and ridiculous. It looks as if nature attached the wrong part to the wrong bird. But hidden inside that strange beak is a highly specialized hunting tool. The very tip is packed with incredibly sensitive, microscopic nerve endings. It can detect the faintest vibrations of moving worms deep underground. Even more amazing, the tip can open independently while buried in the soil. This allows the bird to grab food without pulling its entire beak out. For the growing chicks, mastering this complex skill takes time and dedication. Every muddy patch of ground holds a valuable lesson in their education. Every successful catch feels like a major victory for the young birds. But they must also learn how to avoid becoming food for others. As they grow stronger, they begin practicing their famous, rhythmic rocking walk. They sway forward and back, like tiny feathered dancers moving in unison. Scientists believe this unique movement helps them locate worms or break their outline. Either way, this strange dance helps them survive in a beautiful, challenging world.